U.S. doubles tariffs on India to 50% in response to Russian oil ties. President Donald Trump signed an executive order Wednesday imposing an additional 25% tariff on Indian goods, bringing total U.S. tariffs on India to 50%, among the highest levied on any American trading partner. The punitive measure targets India's continued purchases of Russian oil, which Trump claims undermines U.S. efforts to pressure Moscow to end its war in Ukraine. The new tariffs will take effect in 21 days, on August 27th, stacked atop existing 25% duties that began Thursday. The 21-day delay provides a potential window for negotiations between Washington and New Delhi before the full 50%
per
rate
share
is
of
implemented.
$1.15.
India responds
The stock currently trades
defiantly
at a
to
forward
unjustified
price-to-earnings ratio
tariffs.
of approximately 40,
India strongly
with options
condemned the
markets
tariff
implying
decision,
a
with the
9.2%
Ministry of
price
External
movement
Affairs calling
following
it
the earnings
extremely
announcement.
unfortunate,
We're right on
unfair,
track for that launching
unjustified,
mid-year,
and
CEO
unreasonable.
Lisa Su said,
The government
regarding
defended
the
its oil
MI350
imports
series
as
launch,
necessary
noting
for
that
energy
customer interest
security
has
for
been very high.
1.4 billion people, noting that imports are based on market factors and done to ensure affordable energy costs. It is therefore extremely unfortunate that the U.S. should choose to impose additional tariffs on India for actions that several other countries are also taking in their own national interest. India's foreign ministry stated, emphasizing that the country will take all actions necessary to protect its national interests. Economic and strategic implications. The tariff escalation places India alongside Brazil at the top of Trump's penalty structure, facing higher duties than China, 30%, despite China being the world's largest purchaser of Russian oil. According to the Times of India, experts predict the tariffs could reduce India's exports to the U.S. by 40 to 50%, severely impacting textiles, marine products, and leather sectors. Trump's executive order, titled Addressing Threats to the U.S. by the Government of the Russian Federation, establishes a mechanism for monitoring other countries' Russian oil imports and potentially imposing similar 25% penalties. The White House justified the action as addressing a national emergency posed by Russian aggression in Ukraine. The escalation marks a dramatic shift in U.S.-India relations, coming after months of failed trade negotiations and despite the historically close relationship between Trump and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. As Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow on Wednesday, the tariff threat appears designed to pressure both countries toward a Ukraine ceasefire.